If you hear over and over, if you're not nervous before a game, it's time to hang them up because you don't have enough invested in it. If you're nervous, that just means you care.
Facing a Syracuse defense that dials up the blitz on first down. And Lopez, a second-level run, pushed to the ground by David Reese after a first down to the 40-yard line. It's a Syracuse team that struggled mightily this year.
Yeah, and that's an element that
on offense, but Syracuse last in the ACC in total defense. It's the second worst rushing defense in the conference. And Damon June, the freshman from Jacksonville, North Carolina,
with relatively quickly, so to speak.
On second down, the give is to Yassin Willis, who's ripped out. That's Emmanuel Ross. Filardi under pressure, and he is sacked. This Carolina defense had 6 sacks last week against Virginia. It's Abujade and Tyler Thompson combining.
When they are just squeezing the pocket and forcing him up.
June motions out. Lopez fires a strike. That's his top receiver, Jordan Shipp. From plus territory, another blitz. Lopez in trouble, gets away from Jacquez. And that pass is caught. It's Kobe Paysour down the sideline, inside the 5. Demetrius Samuel missed, and Paysour went off.
This is all the acrobatic stuff of Gio Lopez. When you blitz and you don't get there with an athletic quarterback like Lopez, he's going to make you pay. And Paysour, who has been coming on the last couple of weeks at that receiver spot, the chemistry between the two has just grown as the season's progressed.
Lopez under center, tries to sneak it forward.
He doesn't get any momentum going forward.
Reese Verhoff, a 24-yard chip shot. And North Carolina on the board first. The speedy Madrid Tucker in motion. Carolina wants more speed on the field. Lopez fires a strike to Shipp, and a first down close to midfield. He's out wide. Pressure off the edge. Easter makes the catch, fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Syracuse. Anwar Sparrow down the sideline and into the end zone for a scoop and score.
Didn't even think he was going to get the football. Looked surprised that Lopez had gone to him, kind of stuck it on him. Makes a football move there, in my opinion, after that catch. And Syracuse gets blockers out in front of him. It was Devin Grant with the hit that jarred the ball loose from the reserve tight end Easter. Syracuse defensive backs, because of the amount of yardage they surrender per game.
There's Samuel. He's got the 30. He's going to run. Filardi finding a small opening into North Carolina territory. His best play in his collegiate debut, a gain of 14.
Stop us or we're going to be here all night.
With 2 backs in the game, Willis gets the call, puts his head down, gets inside the 45, and brings up third.
We could use a little bit more of that.
Nixon gets the call. Machetes into the secondary for a first down to the 30.
Nice job by the offensive line. They create a nice crease between right over his body, right through there.
Right back to Nixon. Ooh, slipped 1 tackle before he's upended by Cost.
Coleman Bryson still reaching for Will Nixon.
A give to Willis. That's why he earned the nickname Train in high school. First down, Syracuse.
That's where they feel like they have an advantage card.
Filardi under pressure. Tucks. And pulled down from behind by Cost at the 11.
6 carries for 63 yards on this drive alone.
Filardi lost the football and then shipwrecked well behind the line of scrimmage. Smith Bilbert getting in there along with Abujade.
This is trying to look down the field.
And Syracuse tacks on 3 more. So, Andre, the Orange do not have a single passing yard or a completed pass. Damon June, the freshman in the backfield. He gets the call. Big hole up the middle. June to the second level. And he picks up 15. Deuce Chestnut, the safety, with the stop.
Well, he gets a nice kick-out block by Banfield, who's pulling North Carolina.
4 carries, 25 yards for June.
Grant's coming.
There's the blitz off the edge. Grant able to make the play on June right at the line of scrimmage. Former first-team All-MAC selection at Buffalo. Lopez had time, took too much time, chased by Jobity. And Lopez gallops forward to about the 45-yard line. Tom McGinnis to kick. Demetrius Samuel, the second youngest player in college football, was 16 years old at the start of spring ball. Hardy and Green back deep.
He hit that baby.
Javarius Green retreats all the way to his own 11. Out to the 21-yard line. Gio Lopez, 5 out of 9, puts it in the belly of June, who bulldozes Gary Bryant for a gain of 5. Low snap. Flea flicker. Filardi downfield and able to complete to Booby Johnson. Trick or treat.
There you go. Did a nice job with the ball handling to get it molded. Low snap.
First down. Here's June. Tries to bounce it to the outside. And tripped up across the 10. Picks up 4. Delorier, Cark's Friday night spotlight, the freshman from Montreal. Lopez hands it off to June. He's got a seam. June across the 40. And finally pushed out by B.J. Long and Chris Peel. Damon June with a 44-yard run.
Boy, there was just a bunch of congestion in there, and they thought Gio Lopez had it, and he gets hit because of it, but it's June that comes out of the pack. And it's Lopez. He's always afraid to come out of the game. I think I worked too hard to get in there. I may not go back in if I take myself out.
Came in averaging 6 yards a carry. Here's Hall. He can run through guys.
Boy, that counter.
Zubin, thank you. North Carolina with a 2nd down and 9. Lopez finds McGill. He's got a couple of blockers. And bumped down hard at the 24-yard line by B.J. Long.
Coming up.
3rd down out of the timeout. It's a run. They don't get there. Lost a yard. Gauze, the 3rd down back. And now 4th down for North Carolina.
Reese Verhoff has got a strong leg, so they're within his range, but nice job of getting up the field by Dion Wilson Jr., one of the defensive tackles.
Verhoff connects. It's 10-6 with 36 seconds to go in the half. Filardi 1 for 11 for 25 yards in the opening half. Will play action. He's got Emmanuel Ross in the flat, and Andre.
Love it. Love it.
Those are the kind of plays that can get a quarterback in a rhythm. Gio Lopez looks off the screen, saw the pressure, finding June. And using the screen, the yards after catch. June! Into the Syracuse night. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And not a flag in sight. What a run by Damon June. And even better execution by Gio Lopez, allowing the pass rush to get to him right in his lap almost, and then June just doing his thing afterwards. Nice stiff arm on the back end on one touch of the ball.
Spelled like demon, it's pronounced Demon, and no Demon or Demon Hunters on the Syracuse defense tonight. He's only attempted 3 passes all season. Give is to Yasin Willis. Hammers through a tackle, running hard. Carney saw some time in the game against Pittsburgh. Also got in against Colgate, a blowout win for Syracuse. There's Willis. Rumbling forward to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Leroy. Syracuse 12 of 24 on 4th down. Little crack toss. Willis picks up a first down.
Nice play call.
And Hammerheads into North Carolina territory. UNC loads the box. They bring the blitz. Carney on the draw all the way to the 30-yard line.
By default, it's the right play call.
And Carney on the zone read kept it. Should have handed it off.
They've got about 6 across right now on the back end.
Carney under pressure, and he's sacked. And that may have driven Syracuse out of field goal range. Tied in 3 games.
Well, Boujade as well. Look at the back end here. All those defensive backs on the back end. That's about 5 or 6 across, and they're just playing the sticks, sitting at the sticks, and they get home with just the pass rushers. I think maybe 3 or 4 up front.
Heisman winner next to me, and Andre Ware. There's another screen pass. It's McGill, and he's taken to the ground as we check in with Kark. Last year, Lopez to June, slips the tackle. We're starting to see a trend here. North Carolina knows Syracuse can't tackle in space, but Blasky moving to center. There's a toss. June in space. He's got the first down, and then some. Damon June. Was Kark's report at the beginning of the quarter. North Carolina wanting to get on the perimeter. This time they hand it straight up the middle. That's a big hole for Gauze, and he's going to be close to another first down. He's got enough. There's the toss to Gauze. Serpents around the edge. Another big run for North Carolina. Back to the ground, back to Gauze, and he's met for a loss of 2 yards on the play. Syracuse that time. 1 touchdown by UNC.
Boy, they've got Ship right now if they want him in the slot. Right here.
Numbers on the right side. There's the little tunnel screen to Ship. It developed too slowly, and Syracuse was there. It's Sparrow. It brings up 3rd and long.
I may have gone to Ship right from the jump. Look at this. I mean, both receivers uncovered. That's an invitation to give him the football. Don't motion.
RPO, quick slant, Paysor. He's going to be close.
It's going to be very tempting for Coach Belichick here on 4th down.
Do you, knowing that a touchdown could put this game away? Syracuse's offense has done nothing tonight.
And I'm going for it. I mean, you hate to not have Benjamin Hall, one of your better short yardage runners, but you're going to bring one of the freshmen in, and Damon June, who just checked himself in the game, who is having some type of night. My bet is the ball's going in his hands, and it's going to be out on the edge.
UNC 8 for 11 on 4th down this season. Cox in motion, the gift to June. Finds a hole, first down, Tar Heels.
Starts inside, but works.
Ovey, the Alabama transfer. June's had a big night. He's the running back. Ship the motion man. Ship on the fly sweep. Battling near the goal line.
5 of the last 12 turnovers for UNC have been inside the red zone.
Not this time. Damon June with his 2nd touchdown of the half. And Carolina leads by 2 scores.
They make sure to take care of the football there. And it's June once again. That counter play has been.
Joe Filardi back into the game. Yasin Willis jigsaws his way for a gain of 7. And that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Props attached to that 2 for 13, but there just hadn't been.
Out of the eye, Willis moves the chains for Syracuse. Syracuse, he was drafted late by the Eagles. Right back to Willis. Pinballs off a defender, met by Cost. Filardi to throw. Ducking. Chased from the backside. Abujade knocks it loose. Does Carolina recover inbounds? They do. Smith Bilbert with the takeaway.
First down for North Carolina.
We'll take another look.
When you get away from them, you have to realize they're still coming. You can't relax because you're just seeing one guy in front of you. You can't forget the other two that are chasing from behind. That's going to be really...
Screen pass to Ship. He gets rocked forward.
He got the better of that deal.
Don't sleep on Navy either. Third down. Quarterback draw. Lopez moves the chains.
Then at that spot with Delorier out and now Sparrow.
UNC taking its time. Lopez to the end zone. He's got Ship. Touchdown Carolina.
Well, you can see that open up. It just, I came out of my seat. It was so wide open. Ship's lined up to the right. He's going to take it and come all the way. You got another route that's going to get the attention.
His coaches over the years, Jimmy Muley, who coached him on Long Island for 6 years, said the guy is dialed in, a fierce competitor. So we're looking to see if he could rebound on the gridiron as well. Here he goes.
Couple of nice moves.
Shift an offensive midfielder in the game, but a long stick midfielder like Filardi will need to have some offensive skill, because when you make a stop on the defensive end, they have a senior class that was the top recruiting class in the nation 4 years ago. But for Filardi, as we see him throwing it out right now, the big thing for me is the compete level. The same.
4th and 6, down 17. Syracuse will go for it. Carolina rushes 4. Filardi has not looked comfortable in the pocket. Heaves it. And that is out of bounds. It was caught, but not inbounds. When he was going out of bounds, and they didn't see enough evidence to overturn the call. Agree or disagree?
Well, I agree that's what they did.
Tar Heels on the verge of their first win against a power conference team, first ACC win, and that's been the formula. The run game, Gauze.
No need to pick it up and throw it.
Gets Gauze again. Turbos to the 35 in the losses to Cal and Virginia. And then today, Syracuse shorthanded, questions at quarterback. But North Carolina took it to the Orange in the second half. They made the adjustments at halftime and
against Syracuse.
And they've been healthy. They are improving in the weight room. Tons of PRs they're seeing. Yeah. You know, when Bill Belichick got there, not one.
Season high,
I'm sorry, with 208. He won't get a shot to break it, even though he's at 202 tonight, because they won't throw it the remainder of this one. They're just going to eat the clock up. So far to play.
Here's a toss. Gauze hit in the backfield and wrestled down. David Omopariola, redshirt sophomore, mechanical engineering major. On 4th down, UNC will go for it. Lopez to Ship. It is a catch and a first down and a 1st and goal for North Carolina.
Didn't think he would build on a season high, but with that pass, he just might have done it.
Going on the field is a completed pass for a first down.